Enigma, who's just a YouTuber. Nobody knows who he is. He's playing against the Blitz world champion, Nepo, the guy who played against Magnus in the classical world championship, who's just a killer on the chessboard with his aggressive style. Nepo is playing with the black pieces against Enigma with the white pieces. They start with a system that is like a call system. If you want to get nerdy about it, you can say this opening is like a Yusupov-Rubinstein system of an Indian game. It's like a London system, but the bishop is still home instead of being on f4, basically, but it's quite solid actually to play with white. Here Nepo went with b6. Enigma pushed in the center. He countered. Now he pushes on e5. The knight has to retreat, and he brings the rook. But now Nepo tries to expand on the queen side, pushing his pawns. He tries to bully him, as you will see, by playing this. He's trying to attack very quickly on the queen side, trying to put pressure on him. He put his knight here. This is a very good square. You could put the knight here next and trying to attack the king, for instance. The bully kept pushing the pawns. In your games, you usually totally panic and you don't know what to do. But what you could do is just cover your face so you don't care and you don't have any ego in play, and you just continue your plan. Knight g3. He takes. He brings the queen. The plan of Nepo is very simple, attacking you on these lines. If you don't do anything against it and start playing defensive, you're gonna end up losing in few moves. And that's the reason why here, Enigma countered with h4. Very important move. Do you see this? All these pieces that could come in play now? If you don't play this kind of moves like h4 and you let this guy just bring his pieces like this and attack you, you're just gonna lose games, one after the other. And here, he just played h6. He decided to play this, most likely to stop a move like knight g5, for instance. Do you think before the game Enigma said, you know what, I'm playing Nepo, the Blitz world champion, so I'm just gonna play aggressive chess? No, he believes in best moves. React to the position. Don't try to make plans. We're not trying to read the future here. He sacrificed the bishop. If you're playing Nepo and you see this sacrifice, your mind starts kicking in and he's telling you, there is no way Nepo actually could blunder a move like h6 and I can sacrifice my bishop, and usually you just stop calculating it. He took back and now queen d2, and you see what is happening? How do you stop this? Bringing the king does nothing. These knights are gonna be jumping in. So he went with f6. Now he took the pawn. He brought the rook, because he's trying to cover the squares. What you have to do in an attack, and you forget that you're playing a top grandmaster, you bring all your pieces in play. This is what you do. Now he brought the knight. He took the rook. And now you have an extra 23 moves in the game. 20 moves out of 23 are top engine moves played by Enigma. He just didn't bother. He has nothing to lose if you think about it. And actually, if he loses, nobody knows who he is. So this is one advantage that he has on you, actually. Now he brings the knight. Of course, you're forced to eliminate a knight like this. He takes with the pawn. See what it does? It creates a nice little support for this square. Now he went like this. He's bringing this bishop, thinking, you know what? It's super important to cover these squares with my bishop because I'm in big trouble. Knight h5. Best move again. Best move. He's threatening to win the queen. Just like this. Nepo brings the queen. It's so hard to believe that it's Nepo playing this. And now he's gonna bring every single piece, and this is what you have to do when you attack in chess. This is how you win attacking chess. Look what he does. Boom. Threatening this because of this pin. So he goes away. I bring the last piece that wasn't in play. Literally every single piece of Enigma is in play. He's now threatening just this because there is a pin. So he covers, but there is a check. Now he takes the bishop. If you take back, he's totally losing because the rook could take here, defended by the queen, and then the rook could take actually this one. It's honestly like hard to believe. It's Nepo playing on the other side. So he went knight d7. Enigma took a pawn. Knight take, pawn take. And now there is something that is super instructive. Look, he brings the queen. Every move is a threat. Not like us when we play games and we're like waiting for our opponent to blunder. Usually, in this kind of situation, we start to really lose faith in a way and lose our advantage and start playing some silly moves because we're thinking, okay, there is nothing really clear. I don't know exactly what to do. I can't come here anymore. There is something that you can do. And Enigma went for it. You open up the position. Check. A pawn sacrifice. Because when he takes, you now open again. the lines. This is what counts when the king is being attacked, is having open lines. What does it mean? When he takes, now you can come over. You have these diagonals that get open. This is way easier to attack the king. But as we said, Enigma wanted to open the line, so he did. And now you see what it does, just pushing these 2 pawns actually on the c-file. Very simple. It opened up actually the file for the rooks. So he gives a check and another check, and he goes on the corner. And now he brings the queen. You see how he's playing? Literally, he brought the rooks to this side of the board like this, but now the king is there. So what do? I put the rooks on the other side and I bring my queen as well. So this is what he did. And now he went like this, attacking the knight. He defends, but there is a check. The king goes there. There is another check. The king hides on the corner and queen b6. And there is a mate in 7 moves. But here Nepo, most likely, was pretty depressed playing against someone who's covered head to toe. We don't even know who this guy is. And he just went queen d3. And now he took. And Nepo resigned this game.